bless my castle of sand. Waiting on the battle, sword handle all in my hand. The war force is more toward my door with demands. More important than the fortune that you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands? I should've put it towards some plans. Want a forest, gotta water some plants. Normally ignoring the branch is par for the course, but when you hold a culture you can't parkour over a part. You gotta march forth over your art. And for your fans, when you corner, gotta shorten your stance. Lessen your tails, Philly shell, don't orbit a dance. You hit a bell, then report to the band, and do whatever that the chorus commands. And for the grand, talented all along. Think we're fortresses made of stone, but we're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, Lord, please bless my mansion of cards. If ever challenged, let us camp in the car. Or hang a hammock from a branch in the park. A planet made of uninhabited parts. Being anonymous don't grant you some dark. Even astronomers keep a camera on Mars. Satellite to track where you are and see you black as night, attack it with sparks. Fireworks are not a match for a star, and fire hurts, burns, blackens, and scars. Can still emerge, learned, attractive, and charred from out the ashes of galactic barrage. Yeah, it gets savage where they traffic mirage. It ain't no magic day in back of its secret hatches and frauds. You gotta take it back to the start. You gotta tap and learn to rap from the heart. Yeah, yeah. Talented all along. Think we're fortresses made of stone, but we're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, to come on Yeah, Lord, please bless my palace of bones.
Dolphins, stingrays, whales, oh my, and throw some boxers in there as well. We're underwater at the Atlantis. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you, always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Leonard, 175 centimeters tall, with a Sugar Ray Leonard, an undisputed welterweight champ. Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Palmer Park, Maryland, a legend of the sport, the 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Todd, all I can say,
all right,
heaven on earth, heaven on earth.
You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Back and forth they go. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter. Good counter punching. So much free hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Has to be careful careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter shot. How about that time counter shot? A perfect counter lands. They both want the knockout. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter punch. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Beautiful counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. No rest for the weary. Those counter punches have to hurt. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Punch, counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round.
Big deep breath.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's a counter shot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. That counter shot lands. And now they're trying to get into their opponent's head. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
These two were made for each other. punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Oh, Leonard just got rocked. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every...
Back at it in round 4. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They exchange punches. And he scores with the counter. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Good counter punch. Sugar Ray Leonard dazed. Looks like they've shaken it off.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. And Sugar Ray is rocked. No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
And Sugar is in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not clear. Be sharp.
And it's lights out. That will do it. What a knockout win. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Wet.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.